Ludington High School sports is on the air on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pierre Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture, as well as McGee Insurance, Ludington Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurants, Benedict's Auto Center, as well as Ludington Chiropractic and Urca Auto Center. Now, let's go to the court and the broadcast booth with Todd Scoop Hansen on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network.
Welcome, Ludington Oriole fans, to Ludington girls varsity basketball action from Scottville. Tonight, the Orioles taking on their county rivals to the east, the Spartans, the Mason County Central. And joining me tonight, doing the color commentary, our OSN Executive Director, Producer, and boys varsity basketball coach, Thad Shank. How you doing, Coach?
Doing great, Scoop. Good to be here.
It's good to have you. And we got a little bit of a rarity tonight. The JV game has been canceled. Actually, it's been postponed due to illness. And talking to Coach Dan Mesher, he said they're probably going to make that one up. They're trying to make that one up maybe sometime next week. We'll get a date on that. But we've got a county rivalry game tonight between the Spartans and the Orioles. You know this place very well, Coach, and it's a tough place to play at times, isn't it?
Well, I think it's a tough place to play at times because, you know, Mason County Central has some good athletes and good players, and they've been well coached by whether it's Mike at the girls level or Tim at the varsity level. So, and we all know that, you know, these kids, they know each other. It's important. It's a game that's important to them. That's what's fun about the game. The kids really enjoy the game and enjoy the bragging rights of the game. So it should be fun.
Joining us tonight as our OSN 102.7 technical engineer, Braden Kronline, and our camera woman tonight, somebody who Coach Shank knows very well, his daughter, Kate Shank. She's filling in. Hopefully, if Julie is back home listening right now, we hope she's feeling better. That bug is really going around, Coach, not only Ludington, but all of Mason County and Oceana County. I know my wife, who teaches at Hart, they postponed school for tomorrow. So she doesn't have school. They're not in Christmas break yet like Ludington is.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea for these schools to get into Christmas break a little bit early and try to keep this thing from circulating because it's really been hard to kick in the elementary and the high schools I know over at Ludington. So hopefully Christmas break and time with kids not all over each other will be good for that. And
people will be feeling better. That's what we hope for. Hey, we want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937 and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Earlier, I spoke with Oriole girls head coach Warren Stowe, and here's what he had to say in regards to tonight's ball game. Welcome, Ludington Oriole fans, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Warren Stowe, your girls' last game before the break, and it's against county rival Mason County Central. I'm sure there is no real, what's the word I'm looking for here? There's nothing you really have to say to your girls to get them fired up because it's the county rivalry game against Mason County Central.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to have a game on a Monday, the first day of Christmas break, it's nice that it's MCC. You know, if it were another team, there might be a lot of girls that stayed up late and got up late and all those things, but our girls will be ready to go. They spent some time with each other last night. Christmas stuff, making cookies and cards, and then they went to breakfast this morning. You know, I'm really lucky. I have a really good group that understands and listens when their coach constantly says, hey, it's got to be a normal day. It's got to be a normal day. So they're not laying around sleeping until noon. They're getting up and moving. So,
yeah, a lot to be said about that. I know you and I have talked about that in the past. I've talked about it with Coach Charlie Gunsel and Coach Thad Shank. On days when your players are out of their normal routine, sometimes it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's often those are your worst games or the games that drive you crazy, and that's, you know, as long as I've been coaching, that's just how it is. It doesn't matter who you're playing, you know, a snow day or a a professional development day for the school where the kids aren't in school. It's just they're kids, that stuff affects them differently.
Mason County Central off to a really nice start this year. What can you tell the watchers and listeners out there about the Spartans? We know they have one of their really good returning players returning in Ren Nelson.
Yeah, and everything kind of goes through her. I think they've just kind of kept adding pieces. It's a very similar team to who we've seen the last 2 years. But a lot of those sophomore girls that are up now can play and shoot it. So, we know that everything's going to go through Ren. And if we're not disciplined and if she catches it and we all just run at her, then, we're going to leave the Weinerts and the Millers and everybody else wide open. So, it's similar to what we've seen. But again, like I said, they just got a lot of players. They're sending waves of girls in. They all can play.
It's a West Michigan Conference game, but it's not in your conference or your division tonight. Mason County Central in the Rivers Division, your girls in the Lakes Division. Are you a little concerned right now, Coach, your team? You're coming off a victory over Whitehall on Friday night, but only put in 29 points. Does that concern you?
I want to score more points. I wouldn't say I'm concerned. I mean, if you look at the second quarter alone, we only shot the ball 4 times, but we turned it over 8. So, when you only have 14 possessions and you turn it over 8 of them, that's what's going to happen. In the third quarter, we shot the ball 10 times. We just missed shots. So, like I talked to you after the game, you never really know what the real is until you see it. And I thought in the second quarter, the story was just turnovers. And in the third quarter, we just missed shots. And I do think, like I thought, whatever day that was, Tuesday, that or Friday.
It's Christmas, Coach.
Well, it's basketball season.
Yeah.
Friday, I think even too unselfish. There's clips of Annie making a one more pass to Carly where Annie probably was more wide open than Carly was. So just little things like that. But we want to score more, and we're going to work to score more. But when you can hold a team to 7 points, we could have won that game scoring less than 10.
And before I get your starting lineup, I'd be remiss if I didn't pester you as I have been pestering you. How close, again, is Riley Stone?
I think people tonight might see a couple of minutes of Riley Stone playing basketball. So that's going to be awesome. I'm very happy for her. That as anyone who's coached or had a son or a daughter or a friend or whatever that's gone through a traumatic injury like that, especially when they're as competitive as a kid like Riley, I'm getting emotional even talking about it. I'm excited for her to get out there and just kind of shake the rust off, and it's not going to be a lot, but I think you'll probably see her tonight.
Outstanding. Coach, your starting lineup.
Annie at the 1, Carly at the 2, Emma at the 3, Key at the 4, and Liv at the 5.
Excellent. Well, looking forward to it. I'm sure all of Mason County is looking forward to tonight's game, and we'll look forward to talking to you after the ball game, hopefully after an O's win. Go O's.
Go O's. Thanks.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Braden Kronline, and Kate Shank. The Orioles Sports Network in collaboration with 102.7 WMOM. And you heard it first there, Coach Shank, from Coach Stowe. Looks like Riley Stone may be making her season debut tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, she brings a lot to this basketball team. I don't know how healthy she'll be to this point where, her game's all about her athleticism and her relentless attitude, and I'm sure that'll be there, the relentless attitude. But, coming off an ACL, it'll be interesting to see how she's moving around the basketball court. But I'm sure it's going to be a positive for the Orioles. I know those girls love her and love playing with her, so it should be uplifting a little bit.
Definitely a spark plug on the Orioles team, Riley Stone. We want to thank Pierre Marquette Builders, located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. And right now, we'd like to give you the PM Builders starting lineup. And for Mason County Central, starting at the guards will be number 5, Charlie Banks, and she is a senior. Also, Grace Weinert, she'll wear jersey number 12, and she is a junior. The third guard for the Spartans will be number 24, Mallory Miller, a sophomore. Forwards are number 14, Evangeline Radel, and she is a sophomore, and number 30, Ren Nelson, and she is a junior. The Spartans coached by Mike Weinert. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Warren Stowe, assisted by Dan Mesher. Starting at the guards, number 10, Annie Klein, 5'7" senior. Also number 23, Emma McKinley, a 5'9" junior. And number 25, Carly Mesher, a 5'3" junior. The forwards for the Orioles, number 35, Olivia Lynn, a 5'11" senior. And number 44, Keelan Laird, a 6'2" senior. The Orioles and the Spartans getting set to do battle here at Mason County Central. It'll be the girls' last game before the holiday break. Tomorrow, the OSN and the 102.7 will be back with you at Hawley Gym as the boys will be taking on the Montague Wildcats. We'll have a JV game first, and then the varsity should tip off around 7 p.m. Right now, folks, we're going to step aside for our national anthem, and when we return, we'll have the opening tip here from Mason County Central High School, girls varsity basketball between the Ludington Orioles and the Spartans of Mason County Central. Stay tuned.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. Again, a big thank you to PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. Again, they're located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. And also a shout out as well to House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Coach, we got the Spartans, we got the Orioles, and last year the Orioles girls basketball game, they handled Mason County Central rather easily back at Hawley Gym.
Yeah, that was last year, though, Scoop. I think, like Coach Stowe said in his pregame interview, Mason County Central has been playing a lot of young girls this last couple of years, and eventually that's going to pay off. I know they've got a young group still this year, but they have a lot of experience.
Yeah, you look, Coach, they're starting a couple of sophomores, Mallory Miller as well as Eva Radel. And then they got 3 total sophomores up on the team. They start 2 of them. And like you said, and they even got a freshman up on the team in Jessica Peterson.
Well, I think when you play a lot of kids, you're probably not going to start your best 5 players. And it sounds like from what Coach Stowe talked about in the pregame, that they rotate in a lot of different kids. So if that's the case, you're going to see some girls that come off the bench that score in that second group. So.
And you know how these teams get up for each other. County rivals, of course, they're in the Rivers Division. We're in the Lakes, but it doesn't matter. You're playing your conference rival, and it's just a little extra emphasis when these two teams get together, just like it is for your boys when they get together against the Spartans of Mason County Central.
Yeah, it's just a fun game. The atmosphere is all. We've missed those packed gyms the last couple of years. The atmosphere is always great, and let's enjoy this.
Well, usually Keelan Laird isn't dwarfed or I'm not going to say she's dwarfed tonight, but Ren Nelson is just a little bit taller than her, and the Spartans control the tip. There's a shot up, no good there. The shot right off the bat put up by Mallory Miller, and now Emma McKinley has it for the Orioles. She'll give it up to Annie Klein. Klein wears number 10. Orioles coming off that 29-7 victory at Whitehall on Friday night. Olivia Lynn has it now to Emma McKinley. Out to Keelan Laird, top of the key. She'll give it up now to Carly Mesher. Mesher tried to give a give and go right there. The Spartans were not having it. Laird in the paint, shot up, and no good. Rattled around off the rim up there for a while, and now the Spartans have it. We're about 40 seconds into the game.
Very patient possession right there. Orioles in their ball screen motion. I'd really like to see Keelan, when she catches that ball in the mid-post there, to kind of face up and go to work on Mason County Central's big girl there. That's maybe where she has the advantage.
Ball deflected out of bounds right there. Last off of an Oriole, and it'll be inbounded by number 12, Grace Weinert. Weinert will get the ball into Ren Miller. She wears number 30, and there's Carly Mesher, probably the shortest gal on the court right now. With the tallest gal, we have actually we're going to have a offensive foul called there on the Spartans, number 30, Ren Nelson.
Carly's a little shook up. She's a tough girl, but she went down pretty hard on that last play.
Well, she picked out the tallest gal on the court right there for the tie-up. Yeah, you're right, though. She is a tough competitor. All right, Annie Klein with it for the Orioles. Now she'll swing it over to Emma McKinley. McKinley wears 23. Emma McKinley, now she'll dish it back out. Keelan Laird, three-pointer, up, no good. Rebound, Annie Klein, no good. Rebound to the Spartans, number 12, Grace Weinert. Orioles getting some good looks, Coach.
Yeah, that's a good sign, seeing Annie go to the boards early and get seconds. It's just going to take second and third shots to win this game tonight, I think.
Mallory Miller on the dribble drive. She'll give it up now to Charlie Banks. Banks picks up her dribble, and she'll give it to Grace Weinert. Weinert guarded there by Emma McKinley. Now to Mallory Miller. Miller gets a little separation there from McKinley to Ren Nelson. Her shot, no good. Little baseline jumper right there, in and out. So far, we're about 2 minutes into the game, no score.
Both teams have got good looks, so coaches have to like that. Just probably a little bit of nerves here to start this one.
Emma McKinley with it. She'll fake the three. And now we're going to have a traveling violation on the Orioles. Ludington in their black jerseys, orange lettering and numerals trimmed in white. Mason County Central white jerseys, and they have blue lettering and numerals trimmed in gold. 5:48 to go, opening quarter, no score for Mason County Central. Here's a nice pass, shot no good, ball deflected. Annie Klein comes up with it though. Klein will get the ball ahead to Emma McKinley. She loses it, gets it back. Now Emma McKinley will drive. She'll give it up to Laird. Keelan Laird on the drive. Her shot blocked right there by Ren Nelson. And here comes the Spartans.
Keelan's come out tonight aggressive, though, and I think that's a good thing. I think the Orioles really need her to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Good point there, Coach. Spartans with the ball. 5:16 to go, opening quarter. Not much separation right there. Now they'll get it into Ren Nelson in the paint. She'll dish it back out to Charlie Banks. Her pass picked off there by Keelan Laird. She'll outlet it to Annie Klein. Nice turnout here tonight, just as you would expect. Mason County Central and Ludington. Emma McKinley with it. McKinley being guarded closely right there. And now 5-second violation there.
Our guards really have to start attacking off that ball screen. You know, they run that side ball screen in their ball screen motion, and the guards are just looking to get the ball to Olivia and Keelan, and the defense really sagging. Those guards have to attack on that thing.
Riley Mass, number 32, will check into the Spartan lineup. She's a junior, as well as number 2, Jessica Peterson, just a freshman. 4:41 to go, opening quarter, no score. Mason County Central and Ludington. Spartans with the basketball. Jessica Peterson. She'll give it up now to Charlie Banks. Banks drive, a shot is up, no good. Good rebound there, strong rebound by Keelan Laird. Carly Mesher has it. Mesher's pass to McKinley. McKinley gets pushed right there, and then a foul will be called on Jessica Peterson.
Foul's on number 2, Jessica Peterson. Her first, team second.
Emma McKinley will trigger the ball in for Ludington. She'll get it in to Annie Klein on the near baseline. Klein at the free throw line to Laird. And now a jump ball is called right there, Coach.
That's what we talked about earlier. Annie's got to attack that ball screen and get played downhill off it. They're looking to get the ball to Keelan and Olivia off every ball screen, and they're not open.
Offensive foul called on the Spartans. So we're almost halfway through this quarter and no score, and I don't think it's a big surprise to anybody. Do you, Coach, that no score yet?
No, I don't think it's a huge surprise. I can't speak for Mason County Central this year, but I know scoring is probably not just our girls' team's strong point. It's playing in the half court and challenging people defensively.
Well, the Spartans get the ball right back. Was that a foul called right there? I'm not sure there, but nonetheless, Mason County Central with the basketball. Mallory Miller has it. She's guarded by Carly Mesher. There's a drive, and there's the first points of the game, and they're scored by number 24, Mallory Miller. Mason County Central 2, Ludington nothing. 3:45 to go in the opening quarter. Coach Stowe is not substituted yet, Coach.
Well, they're waiting at the scorer's table right now, Scoot.
That's true, they are.
Quick.
Yep, yeah, they're going to be bringing in Jenna Skiba. There's a steal by the Spartans. Now, Olivia Lynn steals the ball right back. She'll get it to Mesher. Mesher's pass too far there. Goes off the fingertips of Emma McKinley. And into the Oriole lineup, number 15, Jenna Skiba, 5'9" sophomore. Also checking in, number 20, Eliana Jeruzel, a 5'9" sophomore. Mason County Central 2, Ludington nothing, 3:24 to go, opening quarter. Some Monday night basketball from Scottville. With the ball, Jessica Peterson. She'll give it now, and then we have a 10-second violation. Oriole defense forcing a turnover right there.
I've been really impressed so far with the Miller girl there for Mason County Central, their point guard. Mike Weinert, last time I saw him, had a lot of nice things to say about her, but
just a sophomore.
She's playing with good intelligence against Ludington's pressure right now. She's not dribbling into traps, and she's seeing the floor, and she's getting the ball where it needs to be.
There's a three-pointer drilled right there by Grace Weinert. Boy, she just got set up for that, Coach, and drilled it, nothing but net. And the Spartans have a 5-0 lead on the Orioles with 2:44 to go in this opening quarter. Now there's a turnover. Seems like the Orioles are a little out of sorts right now. Checking into the Ludington lineup will be number 40, Jordan Anderson, a 6'2" sophomore. And also number 30, Hannah Glanville, a 5'8" junior. Into the Spartan lineup, number 11, that's Peyton Welch, a sophomore. And let's see here. Also, I think that's the only Spartan substitution. No, Ren Nelson is checked back in. She's a starter. Spartans up 5-0, 2:34 to go in the opening quarter. Ball deflected there. However, the Spartans get it right back now. There's a nice rebound by Hannah Glanville. She'll outlet it to Annie Klein. Klein. She'll go baseline. Now she'll kick it to Anderson. She'll get to hand it right back to Annie Klein to Skiba. She'll give it up. Jeruzel to Anderson, who's way out on the key there. And now to Glanville. Back to Skiba. They'll swing it over to Klein, to Glanville, back to Klein, 1:54 to go opening quarter, 5-0 Mason County Central. Glanville, you can hear Coach Stowe shouting out to his players. There's about a 16-footer up by Glanville, no good. Follow up, Skiba with the rebound. Now to Jeruzel to Klein. Klein will fake the three. Jordan Anderson will work it down inside, and there's a foul called there. Good patience displayed by the Orioles. And some good defense by the Spartans. You can look at it either way there, Coach.
Yeah, kind of like we talked about earlier, it was nice to see Hannah Glanville come off that ball screen and attack it a couple dribbles and shoot the shot. I mean, Mike Weinert has said is pretty much looks like he's selling out guarding our big girls right there and for asking those other girls to attack and make us pay, and they're really not looking to do
that was nice. There we go. Ludington on the scoreboard. A nice pass there from Jordan Anderson to Jenna Skiba. And Ludington on the scoreboard. Mason County Central up 5-2. Nice block there by Jordan Anderson. Mesher's pass is deflected, and the Spartans have it right back. Mallory Miller with it. She's guarded there by Jerusalem. She'll give it back now, and that's Maxie Green, who's checked into the game. She wears number 3. Now a 3-second violation called on the Spartans. Ludington.
Riley.
Yes. There we go. Number 2, Riley Stone. She is a 5'8" junior making her season debut. Great to see Riley on the court. Ludington trails by 3, 5-2, 56 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Mesher will give it to Jordan Anderson. Now over to Riley Stone. Riley Stone in the lane, and now she'll be tied up. And possession to the Spartans.
That's all right. That was the first girl that you really saw attack that ball screen like Riley did right there. She just might have to pull up and shoot that little 10-footer right there.
All right, the Spartans with the basketball. They get it on the possession arrow. Mallory Miller with it. Again, the sophomore. She wears number 24. She'll bring the ball up. Spartans have numbers. Oh, nice move there. Mallory Miller with the basket. And I can see what you were saying, Coach, and what Coach Weinert was telling you. She is a good-looking ball player. Just what we've seen in this first quarter.
Well, right now she's been the best player on the court in the first quarter. Every point that Mason County Central scored has been either assisted or scored by her.
Spartans up 7-2. 13 seconds left in the opening quarter. Riley Stone with it now to Skiba. 6 seconds. The Orioles are going to have to 5 seconds to go. Clock awareness. I don't know if they're going to get a shot off. No, they're not. That's clock awareness there, Coach. We've seen that a few times this year.
Well, it's hard. It's loud in here, Scoop.
Yeah.
And Coach goes yelling, but they can't hear.
I totally agree with you. So we're at the end of 1 here at Mason County Central. Your score, the Spartans of Mason County Central 7, the Orioles of Ludington 2. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Orioles Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Braden Kronline, and Kate Shank, the OSN and 102.7 WMOM. Ludington basketball to begin the second quarter. They trail 7-2. Annie Klein with the basketball. She'll give it up now to Keelan Laird. Laird to McKinley. McKinley baseline back to Laird. Keelan now. Annie Klein, long three-pointer. No good. And rebound fought for right there, and we're gonna have a foul called on Eliana Jerusalem of the Orioles. I'd like to remind you folks that we'll be back with you tomorrow night from Hawley Gym. Boys basketball action, and we'll have the JV game we'll be live streaming on the OSN, and then we'll have the varsity game, OSN live streaming along with 102.7 WMOM. Ludington hosting the Montague Wildcats tomorrow. 5:30 JV game, 7 o'clock with the varsity from Hawley Gym. We got a timeout on the floor called by Coach Mike Weinert. It's a 30-second timeout, and we want to tell you about Ludington Chiropractic, one of our fabulous sponsors. If you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor to relieve that pain, see Dr. Mark Yuck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yuck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. Mark Yuck, you know him very well, Thad. He played for your dad.
Yep, we sure did.
Well, Ludington down 7-2, 7:25 to go in the opening half. And the scoring so far, 2 points for Jenna Skiba for the Orioles, 4 for Mallory Miller for the Spartans, and 3 for Grace Weinert on a three-pointer. And that's been it so far.
Yeah, in Grace Weinert's 3, it was assisted by Miller. I think there's going to become a point in time where Coach Stowe maybe decides to try to take the ball out of her hands a little bit and force those other girls to handle this thing, because she does a nice job.
Spartans with the basketball. Miller has it, that young lady that Coach Jank was just talking about. She'll give it up now to Jessica Peterson, back to Miller. Over now to Charlie Banks. Banks will work it into Ren Nelson. Back to Miller. Her shot on the way, up and in, and no good. Rebound fought for. Olivia Lynn fighting for that ball right there, along with a couple Spartans, in possession arrow to Mason County Central. Miller will trigger the ball in for the Spartans, and she'll get it into Charlie Banks. Banks dishes it back out now to Jessica Peterson, now to Ren Nelson. Now we're going to have a 3-second violation on the Spartans. You know, Coach, I was talking to MCC Athletic Director Tim Jensen before the game. He's going to be retiring real soon here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Congratulations, Tim.
All right, here comes Andy Klein with the ball for the Orioles. She wears number 10. Klein will fake the 3 now to Keelan Laird. Laird, Emma McKinley. McKinley at the free throw line. Nice drive. Shot up and in. Oh, there we go. Just like you said, Coach. Like seeing that penetration there. Emma McKinley gets the bucket.
We got to see that from Ludington guards. They're just soft hedging that ball screen and sitting in the paint.
And now Andy Klein.
They don't attack. There's nothing there.
Klein there gets the tie up and possession arrow to the Orioles. Ludington trails 7-4, 6:23 to go in the opening half. On the court for the Orioles, you have Klein, McKinley, Lynn, Laird, and Jerusalem. Klein to Laird to work it into Lynn. Olivia Lynn, her shot, a little bit high with that shot right there. And she's going to hear the razzing from the MCC student section on that. Good aggressiveness there.
Well, they got to go to Olivia.
Yeah.
I mean, Ren guarding Keelan is not a great match down there playing with your back to the basket. Olivia is the girl that's got a little bit of a mismatch, and she's going to have to step up on the offensive end tonight.
Exactly, Coach. Got a little bit of a height advantage right there. Now we're going to have a foul called on Carly Mesher, who just checked into this ball game. Talking earlier today with Dan Mesher, Ludington principal, JV girls head coach. There's a steal by, Laird. Nice job right there. Just couldn't stay in bounds, or just couldn't get rid of the ball there, Coach, before her feet touched out of bounds.
No, they went and trapped that first pass on the inbound. Keelan did a nice job of shooting the gap and getting up there to be an interceptor.
There's a nice drive there by Jessica Peterson. Now McKinley had it, loses it, and the Spartans with it once again. Charlie Banks has it. She'll take the shot. No good. Rebound to Olivia Lynn. I'll get back to that Dan Mesher story a little bit later. Right now we got some basketball to cover. 5:50 to go in the opening half. The Orioles trail 7-4. Annie Klein with it now. She'll take the 3 off the mark. And here comes the Spartans.
That's all right. Annie and Emma are going to have to be aggressive tonight for the Orioles to have a chance tonight offensively.
There goes Peterson. Her shot no good, but she draws the foul. And it's called on Annie Klein. 5:29 to go in the opening half. Mason County Central 7, Ludington 4. Jessica Peterson at the free throw line for the Spartans. Spartans were up 7-2 at the end of the first quarter. First free throw is good. Second attempt, up and also good. So 2 free throws there for the Spartans freshman, Jessica Peterson. 9-4 lead for Mason County Central. Emma McKinley with the basketball. McKinley on the court with Laird, Lynn, Mesher, and Jerusalem. McKinley still on the dribble. She'll give it up now to Lynn. Now over to Jerusalem. Jerusalem at the free throw line to Lynn. Back to Jerusalem. She's open for the 3. Up and no good. Rebound to Ren Nelson. She'll outlet the ball now to Mallory Miller. Miller to Peterson to Ren Nelson. Nelson will kick it back. There's a long shot put up and drilled. Grace Weinert with her second three of the game, and the Orioles now trail 12-4 with 4:44 remaining in the second quarter. Eliana Jeruzel loses the ball, gets it right back. Now to Keelan Laird. Over to McKinley, to Mesher. Mesher will take the three, no good. Rebound there to Lynn, her shot, no good. Ball fought for and out of bounds, and last touched by the Spartans. Good hustle there by Emma McKinley. You can see her talking to her teammates there. Jenna Skiba will return to the Oriole lineup. Jeruzel will trigger the ball in. McKinley, ball batted away right there by number 12, Grace Weinert. McKinley will get the ball into Skiba. Now to Mesher, long three-pointer, good! Boy, that was from out near, I don't know where you want to say, out near the Plinus Farm right there. A three-pointer for Carly Mesher. Now the Spartans on the attack. Ludington trails 12-7. Ball fought for right there, and we have a jump ball, possession arrow to Mason County Central. 12-7 score, Coach, but a lot of action going up and down the court right now.
Both teams are playing real hard. They're fatigued right now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in these last 3 minutes of the half. There's a lot of grabbing onto shorts and gasping.
There are. You're right on that. All right, Mason County Central with the basketball. 3:55 to go in the opening half. They lead 12-7. They'll get the ball deflected right there. It ends up in the hands of Mallory Miller. Miller now on the dribble drive. Miller's shot is up and good. Boy, nice running floater right there for Mallory Miller. She's got 6. And Mason County Central with a touchdown lead right now, 14-7. Jeruzel with it. Jordan Anderson, who's checked into the game. She wears number 40 now to Mesher. She'll take the three. No good. Rebound to Grace Weinert. Weinert now will give it to Mallory Miller. 3:15 to go in the second quarter. Pass too far right there. Good job by Carly Mesher blocking the Spartan player right there so she couldn't get to the ball as it went out of bounds.
Well, the Miller girl's trying to be unselfish as the point guard and get everybody involved, but sometimes when you're the best player on the court, you need to be a little bit more aggressive. The Orioles have had trouble stopping her tonight.
You see that at times with your point guard, don't you? David Sunshine Schillinger.
Oh, he's pretty aggressive. In practice, he's not aggressive sometimes, but in games, he's ultra aggressive. So that's not a problem that we have.
We got a timeout on the floor, and we want to thank Crown and Cork, another of our fabulous sponsors. Our team at Crown and Cork would like to wish you and yours a happy holiday season. We are closed for the year, opening to serve you again in April. We appreciate the support you have shown us these past 2 years and look forward to having you dine with us again soon. Good luck, O's. And also to Benedict's Auto Center, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road. You can get a hold of Mike Benedict, 231-613-4111. That's Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. I saw Benny the other night. Him and another group were over at my house singing a Christmas carol.
Benny a good singer, is he?
Yeah. Said, boy, it's the first
man of many talents.
Yeah,
huh?
first time that anybody has sang a Christmas carol at the Hanson household. All right, back to action here. Ludington trails 14-7. Carly Mesher with the ball. Now to Eliana Jeruzel. Jeruzel back to Mesher, trying to get that ball inside. Skiba is down low right now. Now Laird's open, not down low, but Spartans are doing a nice job defensively, aren't they, Coach?
They understand what Ludington's strengths and what their weaknesses are, and they're really selling out to guard Keelan and...
Oh, nice. That was beautiful there, Coach, by Keelan Laird.
Yeah, great left-handed hook by Keelan. She's going to have to stay big-time aggressive.
She showed her strength on that, but the Spartans come right back. Grace Weinert, her third three-pointer of this first half, and Mason County Central leads 17-9. There's a shot by Jerusalem, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound to Charlie Banks of the Mason County Central Spartans. The Orioles are going to have to get on number 12. Nope, now nobody's really, Weinert really watching her. There's oh boy, that's Mallory Miller there with a rebound and a putback. She's got 8 points in this first half, and her team is up by 10 right now, 19-9.
Well, she's got 8 points, Scoop, but she's been involved with 17 of the 19 points that the Spartans have tonight. So,
ball deflected right there, going back to get it, Eliana Jerusalem. Now to Carly Mesher. 1:36 to go in the second quarter. Ludington trailed 7-2 at the end of one. They're down 19-9 right now with 1:28 to go. Three-pointer Mesher, way off the mark right there. And coming up with a board, number 12, Grace Weinert. All right, now with the ball for the Spartans, Mallory Miller. Over Eva Radel with it now. Banks in the lane, dishes it, and there's a three-pointer drilled. Mallory Miller. And the Spartans now out to a 22-9 lead with 56 seconds to go in this opening half. Long pass right there. Skiba goes baseline, and she passes it too high right there, intended for Hannah Glanville into the Mason County Central student section. We've got substitutions right now checking into the Spartan lineup. Number 11, Peyton Welch. And Orioles will bring back Riley Stone, number 2. Also, Annie Klein comes back into the lineup. She wears number 10. Number 23, Emma McKinley. And number 44, Keelan Laird. And they join Skiba out there right now. There's a shot up. Boy, Mason County Centrals, they are on fire right now. Getting that basket, Eva Radel.
Well, they're handling Ludington's pressure pretty darn well and getting great, great looks basket.
Annie Klein with it now. Skiba, 20 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll get it in. Skiba, her shot up, no good. Ball fought for and coming away with it, number 3, that's Maxie Green. Green will give it up now to Mallory Miller. 5 seconds left. Eva Radel with it. 1 second. They're going to get a shot off. And it's good. Oh, my goodness. Mallory Miller. Boy, she drains it from how far would you say that was, Coach? That was way, way out. And your score at the half here from Mason County Central. The Spartans of Mason County Central 27. The Orioles of Ludington 9. Back in 2 minutes here on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your local store.
We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. And Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. I like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. We take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop. Welcome back to Scottville. We're here at Mason County Central High School. The Spartans of Mason County Central 27. The Orioles of Ludington 9. Mason County Central outscored Ludington 20-7 in that second quarter. They outscored Ludington 7-2 in the opening 8 minutes of play, and scoring in the first half for the Orioles: 2 for Jenna Skiba, 2 for Emma McKinley, 3 for Carly Mesher, 2 for Keelan Laird. For the Spartans, 2 for Jessica Peterson, 9 for Grace Weinert on 3 3-pointers, 2 for Eva Radel and Mallory Miller, their really talented sophomore point guard. 14 first half points, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, she has been the best player on the floor in the first half, without a doubt. Not only has she had 14 points, she's probably assisted another 3 or 4 baskets. So she's involved in 21 to 23 of Mason County Central's points. So she's had a huge half. She not only can take it off the dribble, she's shown she can make the perimeter shot. And she's getting she against the pressure, she's handling it pretty nice and getting the ball up to the Weinert girl and other girls who can make open shots when they're left open there.
We thought coming into this game, okay, Ren Nelson is a very talented player. The Orioles have held her scoreless so far.
Well, that's a wash with Keelan and her in there. I mean, you need other girls to step up. I mean, our issue is we just don't have great creators off the dribble. And Mason County Central knows who we are and knows that, our offense goes through Keelan and Olivia, and they're selling out to shut those two down. And, our guards have got to be able to attack the basket and make some plays. But, it's not really their strong suit. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a quandary for Coach Stowe.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. You can say that again. We'd like to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323. Safe Harbor Credit Union. We also want to thank Indian Summer, our exclusive player in the Spotlight sponsor. Indian Summer, proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. Right now we're going to step aside, listen to the interview I did recently with Ludington Orioles Sabrina Ramirez, our Indian Summer player in the Spotlight. Stay tuned, those fans. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole Player in the Spotlight for tonight's game here on the Safe Harbor Credit Union halftime show. That player is Sabrina Ramirez. Sabrina is a junior. She wears jersey number 42, and she plays the forward position. Now, Sabrina, what do you like best about being a Ludington Oriole basketball player?
I like that we get to do a lot of team bonding and just being together as a team, and we work together to push each other at being better than what we are.
Okay, and what do you like best about playing basketball for Coach Warren Stowe?
He's always pushing us to do our best, and he's always helping us when we make mistakes to do better than what he knows that we can do better than what we are doing.
Sure. Wanted to ask you your favorite teacher in class at Ludington High School?
My favorite teacher is Miss Foster, and my favorite class is probably math.
Okay, your plans for spring sports this year at Ludington High?
I play softball.
How do you think the softball team's going to do this year?
I think we're going to do pretty good.
All right. Favorite food that Mom makes for you and your family?
I really love my mom's spaghetti.
Okay. Favorite flavor of ice cream at Ludington House of Flavors?
Probably bubblegum.
Okay. A role model or role models that you have?
My sisters. They are big role models in my life.
All right. And anybody watching or listening to tonight's live stream broadcast that you'd like to say hello to?
My uncle, who is down in Mexico as we speak of right now, and he's watching the games, and the rest of my family down there, and some of my family down south in like Mount Pleasant area, West Mount Pleasant area.
Okay. And your uncle that's in Mexico, what's his name? We'll give him a special shout out tonight.
Francisco Gonzalez.
Okay, he's going to be listening down in Mexico. Okay, well, Sabrina, congratulations on being the Indian Summer Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's game. A big game tonight. It's a county rivalry, the battle for Mason County with the Spartans. And again, we congratulate you and wish you and your teammates all the best this season. Go get 'em Orioles.
Go O's. Thank you.
Welcome back to Mason County Central. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, joined tonight by Thad Shank, doing color commentary. Also Kate Shank, our OSN camerawoman, and Braden Kronline, our OSN 102.7 WMOM technical engineer. And again, we want to thank Indian Summer Co-op, our exclusive player in the spotlight sponsor, and also Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor. Hey, Coach, we want to send a special shout-out and congratulations to one of your former players, Big Jake Plamondon. Him and his Ferris State Bulldogs won the NCAA Division II football championship on Saturday. Actually, Ferris State has won back-to-back titles now. They defeated the Colorado School of Mines 41-14. Jake seeing significant playing time on the defensive line and also coming in to do some blocking when the Bulldogs have the ball down in the red zone.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really happy for Jake. I know what kind of commitment it takes to be a college athlete like that, and to be able to get those experiences that he's getting right now at Ferris with a great football program. That's awesome.
And when he played for you, Coach, he was 6'3", about 245. He's 6'3", 287 right now, bulking up, getting close to that 300 mark. We want to thank Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call, 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com. Coach, what do you think Coach Stowe said to his girls at the half?
Well, I don't know. I would guess that they're going to maybe try to take the ball out of the Miller girls' hands, maybe trap or force other girls to handle. I'm sure he's telling Annie and Emma that they got to be creators. They've got to attack the basket a little bit and probably talking about trying to get Olivia Lynn involved. She's got a little better matchup than Keelan does down there.
All right, Ludington had the basketball right there. Now they've turned it over. 9 seconds into the second half here. Ludington trails 27-9. On the court for the Orioles, you have McKinley, Klein, Mesher, Laird, and Lynn. For the Spartans, their starters are out there. Charlie Banks, Grace Weinert, Eva Radel, Mallory Miller, and Ren Nelson.
That was good defense right there. You notice they trapped Miller, took the ball out of her hands, forced the other girls to handle the ball up the court, and they almost turned it over. So I think you're going to have to see a lot more of that.
Radel with it to Nelson, back to Radel. She'll take the shot, a little left-handed teardrop, and she gets the baseline jumper right there. Eva Radel. She has 4 points, and the Spartans now up by 20 points, 29-9. Annie Klein now, 3, no good. Rebound by Charlie Banks. She'll outlet it to Mallory Miller. And you've seen the play so far, like you said, Coach. We talked about the matchup there between Laird and Ren Nelson, and Nelson's perfectly happy to pass that ball to her teammates. That one is stolen, however. Annie Klein with the steal. Klein will bring the ball up. Ludington trails 29-9. 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Carly Mesher with it. Mesher now to Klein. Annie Klein. Just not a lot of movement by the Orioles, is there, Coach? The Spartans actually...
Well, Spartans are packing it in and trying to limit the rolls from our forwards. Great job. That's what we talked about tonight. Annie's got to come off that ball screen. Emma did it once in the first half, and they got to attack. There's nobody there. They're sitting back and sitting on the post girl who's rolling to the basket. They got to be able to attack, and that was a good attack by Annie right there.
You're right, Coach. We've only seen the Ludington guards do that a couple of times in this ball game so far. Klein's free throw is good.
Well, give credit to Mason County Central and Coach Weinert. You know, not every night people are coming in with that scouting report and understanding the strengths of their opponent. And, you know, Keelan and Olivia are getting free a heck of a lot more in a lot of games.
Annie Klein gets both free throws. The Orioles trail 29-11. 6:25 to go. Carly Mesher almost with a steal right there.
They did a great job of trapping it and taking it out of Miller's hands. Now they got to deny her the ball back once they do that and force those other girls to handle a little bit.
Miller will get it into Nelson at the free throw line. Back to Miller. Nice pass there. Shot's no good, but a foul will be called, I believe, on Olivia Lynn. Mallory Miller with a pinpoint pass right there.
Well, she's the one girl on the court tonight who's just got great vision and, you know, understands what's happening from a basketball IQ standpoint out there. And the more that we can take the ball from her, the better off we'd be.
Radle's first free throw, no good. She's a southpaw, Coach.
Yep.
That's one of the best southpaw shooters you've ever coached, Jeff Urka.
Most definitely.
Second shot, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of, or the ball ends up in the hands of Emma McKinley.
Most definitely. You could just ask Jeff and he would tell you that. No, Jeff was...
Oh, nice move. Oh, there we go, Coach. There's a nice, great penetration there.
If you're going to soft hedge, you got to attack that ball screen on the dribble. Coach still made a great adjustment, talking to his girls about that at halftime, and they're doing a better job.
Carly Mesher with that last basket for the Orioles on a great drive to the basket. Ludington trails 29-13, 5:34 to go in the third quarter. Returning to the Spartan lineup, number 2, Jessica Peterson. Radel will take a breather now on the bench for the Spartans. Spartans will get the ball in. Miller left open. Her shot in and out, no good. Rebound to Olivia Lynn. She'll outlet it now to Emma McKinley. Big thank you to Emma McKinley and to the entire girls team. They brought up some cookies for the OSN crew. That was awfully nice of them.
Got to attack there.
Yep.
She can't be.
Oh, nice move there by Keelan Laird, but she didn't finish. Rebound to Ren Nelson.
Annie turned the corner on that ball screen, and then she turned back and tried to throw that ball back to Keelan. She's got to continue to attack.
5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Spartans up 29-13. Miller with the basketball for the Spartans. They'll work it in. Ren Nelson, and she's going to get the bucket, and she's fouled. Nelson's first points of this ball game. And it'll give the Mason County Central Spartans a 31-13 lead. 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. What do we have here, Coach?
Lane violation.
Okay.
Grace Weinert stepped in the lane there a little early.
All right, so a lane violation. So Ren Nelson gets the basket. No free throw for her. Coach Weinert getting an explanation from the official right now. Ludington trails 31-13. Emma McKinley will trigger the ball in for Ludington. Annie Klein with it.
Mason County Central just kind of a soft, full-court man-to-man defense to try to slow down the Orioles, see if they can force maybe an errant pass or have them just make a mistake.
They'll get it in. Lynn's pass into Laird. Nice move. Shot up and in with the left hand. Keelan Laird with the basket. She's got 4 in the game. The Orioles trail 31-15, trying to cut into that big Spartan lead.
Great up and under move by Keelan right there. She's a skilled player.
Good defense there by Mesher and McKinley. They get a jump ball. Possession arrow still to the Spartans as Eliana Jeruzal and Jenna Skiba check into the Oriole lineup. 4:19 to go in the third quarter. Mason County Central 31, Ludington 15. Spartans led at the half 27-9. There's a steal by Jeruzal. Ahead of the floor now to Klein. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Mason County Central's Charlie Banks. We'd like to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville, family owned and operated since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist 231-757-3368. Annie Klein in the lane. She'll dish it back now to Jeruzal. Now to Laird. Laird's pass. Nice pass to Oh, very nice. Great pass to McKinley there. Emma McKinley gets the bucket.
Great job by Keelan Laird directing the offense right there. Talked Emma McKinley into that back cut.
Oh, there was a steal there for a moment, Coach, by Jerusalem, but he had a double dribble violation.
Well, you see the pressure starting to take effect a little bit. You know, Ludington has had struggle scoring the ball tonight, so they haven't been able to set their pressure a whole lot.
We got 3:41 left in this third quarter. Mason County Central 31, Ludington 17, and it's a 30-second timeout. We want to tell you about some more of our fabulous sponsors. McGee Insurance Group are your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. And all out to Smith & Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor. Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore. They carrying business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. And to Urca Auto Center. Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. All right, Coach, we got 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Ludington trails 31-17. Mason County Central with the ball. Ren Nelson's pass deflected right there, and last touched by Spartan Jessica Peterson.
Well, we trapped the Miller girl right off the entry right there, and we're having some success forcing the other girls to make plays, so I think we'll continue to see a little bit more of that.
Annie Klein with it. Klein on the dribble drive. Now her pass is picked off. Grace Weinert. And now Weinert is going to be fouled there by Jenna Skiba.
Great hustle by Jenna getting back into that play.
On the floor for the Orioles now you have McKinley, Skiba, Jerusalem, Laird, and Klein. Triggering the ball in will be Grace Weinert. Weinert, will get it into Ren Nelson, back to Weinert. Boy, look at the defense that Annie Klein is applying on the Miller girl right now.
Yeah, coach has told her to just face guard her and keep the ball in her hands, and that's a great adjustment by Coach Stowe and the Orioles.
Good rebound there by Keelan Laird. Did a nice job there on Ren Nelson. Now Annie Klein with the ball. Klein at the free throw line. Back to Laird. She'll take the three. No good.
Good hustle.
Jenna Skiba, great hustle. Now to Laird. They'll work it inside to Skiba. And now as Skiba goes up, it's a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Orioles. Everything is contested when you put the ball low like that, isn't it, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, you throw that ball down low there. It's got to go to a power position right now. But it was, Jenna didn't have much of a chance where that ball was thrown.
All right, we have 2:43 remaining in the third quarter. Mason County Central 31, Ludington 17. Eliana Jerusalem, nice, basket up and good! Nice pass, inbound pass there from Eliana Jerusalem to Keelan Laird. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside. Mason County Central 31, Ludington 19. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network at 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Oriole Sports Network.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. Mason County Central 31, Ludington 19, 2:39 to go in the third quarter. The Orioles cutting into the Spartan lead. Mason County Central had their lead up as high as 20 points over the Orioles. Mason County Central with the basketball. Now a foul will be called on Carly Mesher. And that takes me, Coach, to my Carly Mesher story. Talking to Dan Mesher earlier today, she said, Scoop, I know you've had the Peyton Lacombe Dunkometer. We have the Carly Mesher Charge-O-Meter. And she keeps track of all the charges she accumulates. She's at 29 career charges so far. All right. It's Mason County Central with the ball. Three-pointer up, no good. Nice rebound by Keelan Laird. Into the game for the Spartans, number 32, Riley Mast. So 2:17 to go in the third quarter. Mesher with it. Now to Anderson. Her pass deflected. Orioles caught a break right there. Back to Mesher. Get the ball back. Hannah Glanville has it now. Glanville, baseline, back out now to Laird. Laird down inside. Anderson, the shot up, and no good. She just overlaid it, Coach. And now a traveling violation on the Spartans. So the Orioles, I believe, are going to get the ball right back here. That was a short break for a couple Orioles right there. Emma McKinley back in. Annie Klein back in. Olivia Laird in. Also Riley Stone on the court. McKinley gets the ball into to Lynn. Good rebound, Riley Stone, and we're seeing her feistiness, aren't we, Coach?
Yeah, that's the Orioles need a little bit of that, and she sure as heck will bring it, that's for sure.
Jump ball, possession arrow to Mason County Central. 1:51 to go in the third quarter. The Spartans with a 31-19 lead. Mallory Miller with it.
They're going to trap her.
Now they get it to Mast. Mast back to Miller.
Just got to deny her the ball back.
Yeah.
Imagine if 32 had to bring the ball up the court right there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the Oriole defense has done a tremendous job on Mallory Miller in the second half so far. Oh, Charlie Banks. Boy, how did she get that one to go, Coach?
With a little luck, I think, Scoop.
Yeah. Charlie Banks, her first points of the game. Mason County Central 33, Ludington 19. Emma McKinley with the ball. Now McKinley called for the travel. Ren Nelson back into the Spartan lineup. Nelson's out there right now with Charlie Banks. Also, you have number 11 out there, Peyton Welch. 24, Mallory Miller. And number 12, Grace Weinert. Now coming in, number 3, Maxie Green, and she'll replace Charlie Banks.
Coach Weinert has subbed a lot, but there's one girl who hasn't left the floor tonight. Her number's 24.
Yeah. She hasn't got the only break she's caught, Coach, was at halftime. 33-19, Mason County Central on top. 1:13 to go in the third quarter. Mallory Miller with the ball, guarded there by McKinley. Miller. Emma McKinley all over her right there. Now to Grace Weinert. Into the corner, Miller, she'll drive baseline, double teamed right there. And now a foul will be called on the Orioles' Emma McKinley. That's the 5th team foul on the Orioles in the second half. 54 seconds to go. Spartans with a 33-19 lead. They'll get it in. Ren Nelson. Nelson guarded there by Keelan Laird. Now we're going to have a double dribble violation on Mason County Central. Eliana Jerusalem checks back into the Oriole lineup, replacing Riley Stone. Boy, it's just great to see Riley back on the court, Coach. All right, here comes the Orioles with it. Annie Klein with the ball. She'll give it now to Emma McKinley. McKinley directing traffic. 36 seconds to go. Three-pointer up and no good there. Ball fought for, and it's going to be Ludington basketball. Well, that was a long three that Annie launched right there.
They ran her off that double pin down there from the top, wanting to get her a good look. She aggressively put it up.
Yep. Inside Laird, and now Laird's going to draw the foul. Is it going to be on 3 or 30?
3.
Going to be called on Maxie Green. Keelan Laird going to the free throw line, shooting 2. .24 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Keelan's first free throw is good. 7 points for Laird in the ball game. Second attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound, Ren Nelson. She'll outlet it now to Mallory Miller. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Ludington trails by 13, 33-20. Ren Nelson with the ball. And now a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Emma McKinley. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Ren Nelson at the free throw line for the Spartans. Nelson's first attempt is no good. Shout out to Crown and Cork. Our team at Crown and Cork would like to wish you and yours a happy holiday season. We are closed for the year, opening to serve you again in April. We appreciate the support you have shown us these past 2 years and look forward to having you dine with us again soon. Go O's. Ren Nelson gets the second free throw. She didn't call that one, Coach.
No, I don't think so.
Still counts any way as a point, any way you look at it.
You got a chance if you shoot it straight, Scoop. You know that, man.
Exactly. Nelson gets 1 of 2 free throws. Olivia Lynn with it, turnaround, left it short. Rebound, Lynn up, no good. Fought for, and there's the buzzer, and at the end of 3, as things getting a little bit chippy down there. Your score, the Mason County Central Spartans 34, the Ludington Orioles 20. Back in 60 seconds here on 102.7 WMOM and the OSN State. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint and Glass, the local source for all of your projects. With over 5,000 colors of top quality Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paint, you are bound to find the perfect colors for your next painting project. We are your color match experts. LP&G can help you design your Pinterest-worthy all-glass shower enclosure, bringing a spa-like feel to your home. We cover all your glass needs with on-site service of broken windows and screens and custom-cut tabletops, mirrors, and plexiglass. Ludington Paint and Glass, mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more, located at 213 South James Street in downtown Ludington. Call Ludington Paint and Glass at 231-843-8250. Follow us on Facebook at Ludington Paint and Glass. LP&G is proud to support Ludington sports. Welcome back to Mason County Central. Mason County Central 34, Ludington 20. The Orioles outscored the Spartans 11-7 in that third quarter, but they still trail by 14 points, Coach, as we enter the final 8 minutes of play.
Yeah, I was hoping Olivia Lynn could put one of those shots in there. I mean, Olivia needs a little confidence right now. She could be a factor, but she's just not feeling very confident. I was hoping one of those would drop.
And the Orioles turn the ball over there. The Spartans have it right now. 7:36 to go in the third quarter. With the ball, Maxie Green. Now to Ren Nelson. They'll give it up now to Grace Weinert. Ludington's done a lot better job on her as well. She had 3 threes in that opening half.
Well, she's what we call a dead 3 shooter. When you have a dead 3 shooter, your job is to force them to dribble to their shots, and that's what we forced her to do in the second half a little bit. She hasn't had any free looks. She's had to put the ball on the floor, and that's
kind of what you would call the Mad Bomber, right, Brad Mesher?
Yeah, he was a dead 3, all right.
Okay, Keelan Laird with the ball. She'll take the turnaround. Good! About a 15-footer there for Keelan Laird.
Our defense has got to generate something right here. It's tough to play with the lead, Scoop. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Look, all those days that you had the lead back in elementary school, right?
Just ask the Indianapolis Colts, too, Coach.
Go right there.
Here's a steal. Annie Klein. The Orioles got a 2-on-1. Mesher, good!
That's what we're talking about. Got it within 10, Scoop.
Yeah, we do. You're right, Coach.
Emma's denying the Miller girl, forcing the other girls to bring it down the court. Let's see. Stay with it, Emma. There you go.
Nice pass right there, too, by Annie Klein, getting that ball to Mesher. Ludington down by 10, 34-24. They'll get it in. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Oriole basketball. You know, like you said, Coach, once you can get it down to single digits, anything can happen.
Well, it's hard. I mean, people start looking at the scoreboard a little bit. Ludington's got a little bit of momentum.
6:32 to go in the game. Mason County Central 34, Ludington 24. Orioles were down at the half by the score of 27-9. Laird with it now. Keelan Laird. Keelan, her shot. Oh, in and out, no good. That little left-handed scoop shot. Rebound, no good. Fought for Skiba. Mesher. No, look at the Orioles working on the glass right now. Oh, boy, you got to give the Orioles an A+ for effort there. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Mason County Central basketball, and Eliana Jerusalem will check into the lineup. Great work ethic out there by Ludington in this second half. It's not that they weren't trying their best in the first half either. Mason County Central just came out and smacked them right in their face. 5:54 to go in this ball game. Orioles trail by 10, 34-24. We have a foul. It's going to be called an Annie Klein. That's her fourth.
1-1.
I'd like to send a shout out to a good friend of mine, Paul McKee, who's watching from Florida tonight after recent back surgery. He had 3 fusions, Coach, and 6 screws put into his back. Wishing you the best, Paul, and hope you are doing better and feeling better, my friend. Big fan of the Orioles on the Orioles Sports Network. All right, free throws up and in there by Charlie Banks. Banks, second attempt, is up and no good. Rebound, Jenna Skiba. She'll give it up now to Laird, now to Mesher. Orioles trail by 11, 35-24. Riley Stone with it. Her first action this season. She'll give it now to Keelan Laird. Trying to get that ball to Skiba right there. Laird. And we have a timeout. Ludington, it's a full timeout. 5:36 to go. Mason County Central 35, Ludington 24. You're watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 FM. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We feature craft cocktails, an extensive wine selection, and a seasonal changing menu that highlights what the Great Lakes have to offer. Guests rave about our hand-battered fish and chips made with fresh walleye. And you definitely want to try our Crown and Cork burger, made with 2 USDA prime Angus beef patties, topped with a tangy sauce on a homemade brioche bun. But if it's comfort food you want, I have to recommend our creamy Alfredo. It's taken months for our chefs to perfect its rich and buttery sauce, but I think you will agree it was worth the wait. And parents, take a night off and actually bring your entire family. We have an interactive play area and a kids-approved menu. We are closed for the season, reopening in April. To stay up to date on what we are doing to enhance the experience for next year, follow us on Facebook or check our website at crownandcork.com. We look forward to serving you again very soon.
Mason County Central 35, Ludington 24. Scoop Hansen here with you on the play-by-play call tonight, joined by Thad Shank, doing the color commentary. Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer, and Kate Shank as our OSN camera woman tonight. Ludington basketball. They trail by 11, 35-24, 5:36 to go in the game. Riley Stone will get the ball in to Keelan Laird. Far baseline. Laird back now to Mesher. Carly now will give it up to Riley Stone. Riley Stone, nice drive. Oh, she just left it short. Now she's going to get the foul. Frustration foul there, Coach.
That's all right.
Yep.
At this point in time, sending the opposition to the line for a few one-on-ones isn't the end of the world. She did a great job, though, like we talked about, attacking that ball screen. She turned the corner. It's a soft hedge. There's no real help on that ball screen, and got to the rim. She just couldn't finish it.
Ren Nelson at the free throw line for the Spartans. She wears number 30. This will be 1 and possibly the bonus. Shot is up and no good. Deflected there by Laird to Stone. Riley Stone with it. Sensed the pressure, brings the ball back. Riley now will give it to Carly Mesher. Mesher still on the dribble. Now to Keelan Laird, top of the key. Over to Riley Stone. Stone's got a wide opening. And no good. Boy, she went down hard. Good to see her pop right back up there. She's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Boy, it was like the parting in the Red Sea there, wasn't it, Coach?
Well, like we said, I mean, there's not going to be help on the ball screen. 30, Ren Nelson, if Keelan setting that screen, is going to stay attached to her, and there's no help. So it's good to see the Oriole guards are attacking off that.
First free throw, no good. Olivia Lynn will check into the Oriole lineup, replacing Jenna Skiba. Skiba's put in some good minutes tonight. 5 minutes to go. Stone's second free throw. In and out, no good. Rebound to Charlie Banks. Banks will give the ball up now. Peterson now over to Miller. Ludington has done an outstanding job on Miller in the second half. There's a deflection. Riley Stone fighting for it. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow to Mason County Central. The 2 players that had hurt Ludington the worst in the opening half, Coach, Mallory Miller and Grace Weinert. Ludington has done a tremendous job on them in the second half.
Well, much better job. I mean, the Miller girl is that one creator that's out on this basketball floor tonight, and as much as you can limit her touches, the better off you are.
Now there should be we're going to have a travel there. Yes, traveling violation. If you're wondering, folks, there was no JV game tonight. That game has been postponed due to illness at LHS. So no JV game tonight between Ludington and Mason County Central. Make sure you check out the OSN page later this evening. We'll have the box score from this game up as well as other area scores of interest. Okay, Keelan Laird with the ball into Olivia Lynn in the paint. Lynn went up with a shot right there. Ball blocked, and Miller has it now for Mason County Central. Jessica Peterson with it now. We're down to 4:13 to go in this game. Only been 1 point. I'm sorry, no, there's been 5 points scored so far in this fourth quarter. Now there'll be a foul called on Riley Stone. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Orioles sports. You can learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. That's the Ludington House of Flavors. Check them out, folks, all those delicious flavors of ice cream. Free throw by Miller, no good. Rebound, Ren Nelson fought for Annie Klein, and they're fighting with Ren Nelson. Jump ball, possession arrow to Ludington. 4:01 to go in the game. Ludington trails 35-24. McKinley will get it in to Laird, now to Mesher. Mesher to Lynn. Olivia Lynn, her shot. Good! Boy,
that's just a pretty important make for us right there. Olivia get a little confidence.
Orioles got it down to 9 points right now, 35-26. Timeout, Mason County Central. And you hear the Ludington faithful getting behind their team right here. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside. Mason County Central 35, Ludington 26. Stay tuned.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. The Orioles have cut into the Spartan lead. They have it down to 9 points right now. Mason County Central led 7-2 at the end of one. They were up 27-9 at the half. They led 34-20 entering these final 8 minutes of play. Score right now, Mason County Central 35, Ludington 26. Mason County Central with the basketball. Miller has it. Now to Banks. Banks being harassed right there. Now a foul is going to be called on Olivia Lynn.
Fouls on Olivia Lynn.
Well, these games, as they often do, Coach, whether it's girls or boys, always close, highly contested matches between the Spartans and Orioles.
Not always, Scoop.
Well,
Not
it seems like in this.
Come on.
It seems like in this gym, though. All right, Indian Summer Co-op, another of our great sponsors.
Here for the Ludington Madison County Central boys game.
I haven't missed a game in the last 11, 12 years. All right, there's neither free throw good there by the Spartans. Here come the Orioles. McKinley, shots up and good! Emma McKinley with the basket on the Oriole fast break right there.
This
7 points now.
Yeah, got it close enough to stress out the Spartans a little bit, hopefully.
Oh, there we go. There's the charge-o-meter, Coach. Push-off called on Jessica Peterson.
I think we got the benefit of the doubt on that one, Scoop. I don't know about that, but give Carly credit. She's guarding 94 feet there and putting the pressure on.
Mason County Central 35, Ludington 28. 3 minutes to go in the game. Carly Mesher with the ball. Mesher trying to get that ball down low to Lynn. They were able to. And now there's a foul.
That's that one mismatch there. I mean, Nelson can't guard both Lynn and Laird both, and they're going to that mismatch right now. Olivia got a ball. She's got to score a possession to go.
McKinley.
Nice.
Shot by Laird, no good. Ball fought for, and Ren Nelson comes away with it. Boy, the Orioles, they got that nice inbound pass right there. Then Lynn got it to Laird.
Got to give Ren a lot of credit.
Yeah.
She, I don't think she's the quickest girl, but she walls up good down there by the block when Keelan turns to try to score.
Oh, look at there. Denied by Keelan Laird. They tried to get that ball to Ren Nelson. Here come the Orioles. McKinley with it now. 2:25 to go. Ludington down by 7, 35-28. Laird tried to get that pass there to Mesher, and it's picked off by the Spartans' Grace Weinert. Weinert now, Peterson, and now they're going to get Olivia Lynn for the foul. 2:11 to go. The Orioles trail by 7. We want to thank Indian Summer Co-op. They are proud to be a sponsor of the OSN and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. At the free throw line for the Spartans, number 5, Charlie Banks. First shot, good.
She stepped up and hit a couple big free throws in this fourth quarter.
Yes. We also want to thank Lundquist Furniture, West Michigan's largest furniture store, 203 North Main Street, downtown Scottville. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Olivia Lynn. A family-owned and operated business since 1940 for your furniture needs. Call Trent Lundquist, 231-757-3368. All right, we have 2 minutes left. Ludington trails by 8, 36-28. Laird, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Charlie Banks, she'll give it up now to Mallory Miller. 1:48 in the game. Orioles' biggest deficit in this game was 20 points. Now we're going to have a foul called, and it's going to be on Olivia Lynn.
That's all right. I mean, if we don't get a steal right away, we need to foul and send Mason County Central to the line right now. Nothing Olivia should be discouraged about on that.
Charlie Banks at the free throw line for the Spartans. Her first shot is, got a friendly Mason County Central Jim roll there. Yeah, going back to your statement earlier, Coach, I guess there's been a few low-scoring, highly contested games, especially in this gym. Okay, Banks gets both of her free throws, got a full timeout. Ludington trails by 10, 38-28. We'll step aside. You are watching and listening to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM.
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. The Orioles trail by 10, 38-28, 1:38 to go. Coach, the Orioles had it down to 7 there. Spartans got it back up to 10, but there's still time. 1:38's an eternity in basketball, isn't it?
Well, that's not a lot of time for... we have trouble scoring the ball, but if we get a scoring and get our defense set, then You got a shot.
Annie Klein, and she'll take the long jumper. Good. It's a two-pointer, though. She just had a big toe inside the three-point line right there. Quick timeout. Ludington trails by 8. 38-30. It's a 30-second timeout. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit Safe Harbor Credit Union, 843-2323. Also, a big shout-out to Smith and Eddy, to McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans, auto owners insurance group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto owners insurance, no problem, people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. Also, a shout out to Smith and Eddy, our exclusive post-game sponsor, covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith and Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. 1:22 left in the game. Mason County Central 38, Ludington 30. And we're going to have a foul now called on the Spartans, I believe. It's on Ren Nelson, her fourth. That's the 7th team foul on Mason County Central. So Ludington in the bonus for the remainder of this game, 1 minute and 20 seconds. All right, Emma McKinley with it. McKinley now will give it up to Skiba, to Laird. Orioles need some instant offense. They're trailing here by 8. Klein with it. 1:06 to go in the game. Skiba now. Mesher now. 1 minute left in the game. They'll get it down. Nice pass. The shot's just overlaid right there by Skiba. Beautiful pass there.
Great high-low.
Yep.
You saw that all year last year with Keelan and Ryan.
Yeah, definitely you did. Now we have a foul called. I believe that's Annie Klein's 5th. She's just fouled out of the game, and Eliana Jeruza will check in. Orioles trail 38-30, 45 seconds remaining in the game. Shooting 2 for the Spartans will be number 2, Jessica Peterson, just a freshman. First shot is no good. Boy, the Orioles have played one heck of a second half, Coach.
Yes, they've hung in there and they've continued to fight.
Second free throw is good by Jessica Peterson. She has 3 in the game. Spartans up 39-30. Carly Mesher with it. Mesher now to McKinley. McKinley will drive baseline. Shot, no good, but she draws the foul. Good aggressiveness there by Emma McKinley. 34 seconds to go. Orioles trail by 9. You know, in the old days, Coach, that would be a huge lead, but with the three-pointer, it's not that insurmountable, is it?
No.
Emma McKinley at the free throw line. First shot, good! Oh, we got a fortuitous bounce there. Seven points for McKinley in the game. Second attempt is up and good. 2 big free throws for Emma McKinley. Ludington trails 39-32. We have a timeout on the floor. It is a full timeout. We'll step aside. Mason County Central 39, Ludington 32. You're listening and watching to the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future products. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
We're back at Mason County Central High School. Mason County Central 39, Ludington 32. Spartans were up 27-9 at the half. Orioles a furious comeback here in the second half, but they're still down by 7 with 30 seconds left in the game. And now Carly Mesher will foul, and I think she's just fouled out of the game. Let's see here. Nope, that's just her third foul. Okay. At the line for the Spartans, number 12, Grace Weinert. Weinert had 3 3-pointers in the first half. And that is her first point of the second half. She hits a key free throw right there. Second attempt, also good. Orioles trail by, now it's a steal by Miller with 25 seconds to go. Now Mesher will foul her. Fourth foul now on Carly Mesher. I didn't see that happen so fast, Coach. I didn't even see the steal on the inbound pass.
Yeah, Ludington was a little careless getting the ball in play, and the Miller girl made him pay.
That happened so quick. It kind of the old saying about cool Papa Bell. He could turn out the light and then be in bed with the covers over him before the darkness descended upon him in bed. Okay, Miller misses both shots, and here come the Orioles. 18 seconds to go. McKinley with it. Orioles trail 41-32. Laird three-pointer. Oh, in and out, no good. 10 seconds to go. Mesher three-pointer, no good. 6 seconds, and the Spartans have it. And now Skiba has it. Her shot good. But there's the buzzer right there, and there's your final score. The Mason County Central Spartans 41, the Ludington Orioles 34. Back in 2 minutes here on 102.7 WMOM and the Orioles Sports Network. Stay tuned. We're here today with Mike Benedict, the proprietor of Benedict's Auto Center. Mike Benedict, what is it that sets Benedict's Auto Center apart from other businesses here in Mason County?
I'm going to go with the old cliche word, and I'm going to say customer service. Like to spend the time with the customer, give them the kind of all the Q&As, answer all the questions they might have pertaining to the damaged vehicle, what's going to happen next, and then I walk them through the process going forward that I'm going to handle things. We take it apart, find additional damage, call the insurance company, we take care of all the work from there for them, keep them clued in what's going on so they know about when they'll be receiving their car back.
Let the viewers out there and the listeners know, Mike, there's a perception that you have to go where your insurance company tells you. That is not the case, is it?
Not true at all. What I always suggest they do is they go and they talk to either the manager or the owner of the business. Be comfortable where you take the car, have them answer your questions, and that's where you want to go. If you're comfortable with them, that's what you want to do, and it's your car, you go where you want.
Benedict's Auto Body, your trusted one-stop collision and repair shop.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Mason County Central High School. Scoop Hansen, Thad Shank, Braden Kronline, Kate Shank. Furious comeback by the Ludington Orioles. But boy, Coach, pretty tough overcoming a 27-9 deficit. The Orioles won the second half, but it wasn't enough. They definitely were beaten pretty good in the first half.
Yeah, dominant performance by the Spartans in the first half of this game. It's hard to come back from that deep a hole, but Ludington, you got to give them credit. They fought and clawed, and I thought they got better as the game went on. We saw them improve in a number of areas as the night went on. I mean, their guards looked to create a little bit more than they did in the first half. So, I think you can take some positives. You never want to lose to your county rival, but you can take some positives from the game, I think.
You're definitely right on that, Coach. They held Mason County Central's really fine-looking point guard Mallory Miller to no points in the second half. She had 14 points in the first half, and Grace Weinert had 9 in the first half. She did get 2 free throws late, but Orioles did a nice job on those 2 players in the second half.
They adjusted, and they limited Madison's they took the ball out of her hands a little bit by trapping her a little bit and taking the ball out of her hands and forcing other people to handle the basketball. Good adjustments, but it was a little bit too late.
We want to thank Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. And also a shout out to Ludington Paint and Glass. They have been mixing paint and service since 1948. The local store with more located at 213 South James Street, downtown Ludington. When you think paint, think Ludington Paint, the local source for all of your painting projects. Give owner Matt Ewing a call at 231-843-8250. You can also look up Ludington Paint and Glass at www.ludingtonpaint.com, as well to Ludington Chiropractic. Folks, if you are having back and neck pain and need to see a chiropractor, like I often do, I go see Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic. No appointment is necessary, as Ludington Chiropractic is strictly a walk-in clinic. That's Dr. Mark Yeck at Ludington Chiropractic, 5965 East Ludington Avenue. Yes, next to Pizza Hut. For questions, call 231-843-1874. Dr. Yeck also loves talking sports, folks, if you want to go out there. So I always enjoy my time chatting with him. And, of course, our exclusive post-game sponsor, Smith & Eddy Insurance, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. At Smith & Eddy Insurance, covering all of the Lakeshore. Ludington falls here 41-34 for the game. Ludington outscored by the Spartans 7-2 in the opening quarter, 20-7 in the second quarter. They trailed 27-9 at the half. They outscored the Spartans 11-7 in the third, but still trailed 34-20 entering the fourth quarter. The Orioles outscored the Spartans 14-7 in that fourth quarter, but they still fall 41-34. Individual scoring for the Spartans: 3 points for their freshman Jessica Peterson, 6 points for Charlie Banks, 11 for Grace Weinert, 4 for Eva Radel, 14 points for their really talented sophomore point guard Mallory Miller, and 3 points for Ren Nelson. For the Orioles, 4 for Annie Klein, 4 for Jenna Skiba, 8 for Emma McKinley, 7 for Carly Mesher, 2 for Olivia Lynn, and 9 for Keelan Laird. And also, Coach, Riley Stone sees her first playing time of the season.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be excited about that. The intensity that Riley has brought to this program over the last couple years with her defensive effort and her energy is something that we're going to benefit from as time goes on, as she gets more comfortable and she starts moving it a little better than she did today. That's going to be a huge addition to this basketball team.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors down the line, as tonight's game was brought to you by House of Flavors Manufacturing, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Pure Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Indian Summer, Benedict's Auto Body, Lundquist Furniture, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Ludington Paint and Glass, McGee's Insurance, also Urca Auto Center, and Ludington Chiropractic, and Dr. Mark Yeck. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night back at Hawley Gym. Coach Thad Shank's boys team at it. And folks, if you want to see something fun this year, something we haven't seen in a number of years, Coach, and obviously it's due to the fact that all your players 6'1" and below, except for Big Country, who's 6'10", and it's a fun type of basketball.
Well,
I know you preach defense, Coach, but boy, the team this year off to a great 4-1 start, or 4-0 start.
Well, I mean, I'm very blessed this year with our personnel. I mean, Coach Stowe's got a lot of good players here with the girls, but he's not blessed with the creators that I have with my boys basketball team. So we're playing
Montague
tomorrow night, but the genius is here, so we better get him on the
Coach Warren Stowe getting the headset there from Coach Thad Shank. And Coach Stowe, kind of a tale of two halves here. Boy, the first half, the Spartans really came out and punched your girls right in the face. Yeah. And they led big at the half, 27-9. Your girls fought back. You made some nice adjustments in the second half. Just ran out of time, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it's a 32-minute game, and they kicked our butt big time in the first half. And, we can't have again, it's just like it's the thing. You can't have full halves where you're scoring less than 10 points. It's just against good teams, that's just not going to cut it. And, silver lining as we came out in the second half, I thought our guards were really aggressive off the ball screen. I mean, they're just going under everything, not respecting who they were as players. So we finally just tried to turn the corner and get to the basket, and good things happened. And then our forwards were demanding the ball, and really pleased with the second half. But again, the first half exists. That's not a make-believe thing. We came out and we just didn't do anything on the offensive end, and multiple times on the defensive end, uncharacteristic mistakes of trapping from running at girls from the front, which we don't do, and leaving shooters wide open.
Like you said, Coach Shank says it all the time, too, and you do, too. A 32-minute game, got to go 94 feet back and forth. Yeah. And Coach Shank pointed out a few times in the first half, we only saw 1 or 2 drives that your guards made. We saw a lot more of it in the second half.
Yeah, they just, and that, whatever. They came out in the second half, and they fixed that problem. But, again, it's a 32-minute game. We can't afford to have a half where we take one dribble off the ball screen and pick it up, because that's just not going to cut it.
Yeah, they had it as high as a 20-point lead on your girls, got it down to 7. And, I thought that the Orioles did a real nice job on Grace Weinert in the second half, as well as their really outstanding sophomore point guard, Mallory Miller. She had 14 in the first half, no points in the second half.
Yeah, just, again, I think, settling down a little bit and understanding, you get down, you're going to get punched in the mouth. It can go one of 2 different ways. And, luckily, we responded and just understand that we just have to play ball. I mean, it was nothing special we did there. It's just playing our style and playing our defense. And when we do that, really good things happen. But just a little out of sorts in the first half, and that's it.
Keelan did a nice job on Ren Nelson. Also great to see Riley Stone making her debut tonight.
I know.
And I thought you got some great minutes as well from Jenna Skiba tonight.
Yeah, and every girl that was out there and every girl that's on the bench, they're doing their part, and they're being great teammates. And again, you look at that second half, encouraging each other, talking to each other, supporting each other, and a lot of good to build on. A lot of stuff that we still need to work on. We got a long way to go.
Well, now you got the Christmas break. Yep. I'm sure your girls will be in and getting ready for that second half or for the new year, correct?
We will be in. We're going to take a little bit of time off. A lot of us are going down to Grand Rapids tomorrow to support. Ryan and Abby are playing tomorrow night. So we're going to go take that in at Kelvin, and got a couple opportunities to do some community stuff around Ludington. And then after Christmas, we'll get back in the gym and we'll get after it.
Make sure you tell those ladies Coach Shank and I said hello. And that means I won't have you doing color commentary. It's going to be Gertzie tomorrow night, right? It's going to be Gertzie.
Yeah,
Kyle Gerzinski will be doing color.
So is saying, I will be out of town, but I'll be on the in the stands checking it out.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas, Coach, to you and your team.
Thank you guys for everything that you do.
Thank you and your team for bringing the cookies up for the OSN crew.
You're welcome. You make sure you share those with these guys.
I
definitely
will. He didn't want any cherry delight the other night. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, these are sugar cookies. They decorated them, made them last night. So
they look great. So take care, Coach. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks for being here. Go O's.
You're very welcome. Coach Warren Stowe, his team suffers a hard-fought 41-34 loss tonight to their county rivals, the Spartans of Mason County Central. Last thoughts, Coach Shank, on this game?
Well, you liked the improvement you saw in the second half. You looked at some girls who, Ludington's guards are going to have to step up and start creating a little bit on the offensive end, and you saw a little bit of that in the second half. Defensively, we made some nice adjustments and took the opponent's best player out of the game. If you look at it, this girls basketball team has played probably 3 of their best 4 teams on their schedule this year, minus the Reese Puffer game, I think that's later on in the year, playing Hart, Grand Haven, and Mason County Central early. And, you lost those creators that in Abby Banstra and the Roar girl from last year. It takes time. If you think about it, there's only been 2 weeks of practice before games hit this year. It's a different scenario. We played a lot of games, but we haven't had that much opportunity to practice and get better in certain areas. So I look for this team to turn the corner in the holiday break and be a team to be reckoned with in the second half of the season.
Tomorrow night, the Orioles boys team at Hawley. It'll be a JV varsity boys doubleheader as Montague comes to town. OSN will live stream the boys JV game at 5:30. We should be on the air around 5:28 with the abbreviated pregame, and then the boys varsity should tip off around 7 p.m. Come on out to Hawley Gym tomorrow night, and if you can't make it out, tune in to the Orioles Sports Network for the live stream, as well as 102.7 WMOM radio. And with that said, for our executive producer, executive director, boys varsity basketball coach, and my color commentary man tonight, the one and only Thad Shank, our technical engineer, Braden Kronline, and our OSN camera woman tonight, Kate Shank. This is the voice of the Orioles, Todd Scoop Hansen, saying so long from Mason County Central High School. Once again, your final score, the Mason County Central Spartans 41, the Ludington Orioles 34. Good night, Oriole fans.
This has been a presentation of high school sports courtesy of the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 WMOM. Tonight's game was brought to you in part by the House of Flavors Manufacturing, Pierre Marquette Builders, Safe Harbor Credit Union, Smith & Eddy Insurance, Indian Summer, Lundquist Furniture. Also in part by McGee Insurance, Lundquist Paint and Glass, Crown and Cork Restaurant, Benedict's Auto Center, Ludington Chiropractic, and Urca Auto Center. Thanks for joining us for Ludington High School Sports on the Court with Todd Scoop Hansen and our entire broadcast team with the Oriole Sports Network and 102.7 W.